Omar Vizquel. Omar Vizquel. Most Gold Gloves all time. Greg Maddux with 18. Jim Cott comes after with 16. Both pitchers. Brooks Robinson leads all position players along with Ivan Rodriguez. Ozzie Smith had 13 as a shortstop. Roberto Clemente, Keith Hernandez, Willie Mays, and then Omar Vizquel. He's one of the top 10 defensive players of all time. Cott got in with the Veterans Committee this year. Keith Hernandez isn't in the Hall. Everybody that I just mentioned is in the Hall of Fame besides Omar Vizquel. He's the only other shortstop I mentioned besides Ozzie Smith. Omar Vizquel, not speaking hyperbolically, is one of the best defenders in baseball history and the second best defensive shortstop ever. When you run into problems on the field is with him at the plate. He finished 123 hits shy of 3,000 in his career, which is, the automatic get in if you get to 3,000 hits in your career. But that's because he played for 24 years. He's a career 272 hitter with an OPS under 700. Under 700. He's a career 33 offensive WAR guy in 24 years. Defensively, a Hall of Famer. Offensively, not a Hall of Famer. If the conversation stopped there, I'd say on his defensive prowess and his raw accumulation of hits alone, he's got a bust in Cooperstown. But the conversation doesn't stop there. This past August, a lawsuit was filed against Vizquel accusing him of sexually harassing a former bat boy when he was managing the Birmingham Barons in 2019. He was a minor league manager after his playing career. The language in the lawsuit accuses Vizquel of, quote, sexually aggressive behavior and at least 5 occasions of deliberate exposure to the young man. He was 25 years old. So I'm going to give you the character clause in the Baseball Writers Association of America's election rules from the Hall of Fame. This comes from the Baseball Hall of Fame. Quote, voting shall be based upon the player's record, playing ability, integrity, sportsmanship, character, and contributions to the teams on which the player played. I can't commemorate someone like that. It's a no for me because he so violates the character clause in the Baseball Hall of Fame's election rules. Like, he is not a good person. Same reason I'm going to say no to Curt Schilling. Omar Vizquel should not be a Hall of Famer because he has tainted his life off the field.
I think Curt Schilling is a Hall of Famer, but I just don't think Omar Vizquel is a Hall of Famer. And I thought it was a great point, the fact that you contextualize the amount of hits, 2,877, with the amount of years that he played.
24 years.
He never had above 200 hits once in his career. He slugged 352 for his career. He's Andrelton Simmons if Andrelton Simmons played 24 years in baseball.
Yeah.
He's an incredible defender. It can't get you into the Hall of Fame. And then you just add the character. Let's say you eliminate all character. Like, he was the perfect citizen in his entire life. He's still not a Hall of Famer.
I disagree. I think he is because, like,
I don't think he is.
But he's one of the best defensive players of all time. He's the second best defensive shortstop of all time.
But the Hall of Fame is like, the more I go through this, I'm like, it's so hard to get into. It is so hard to get into. Andrew Jones is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, even though I think you could make the argument that Andrew Jones might be a better all-time defender than Omar Vizquel. Maybe not, but he's in that conversation. But Andrew Jones had a prolific offensive career, 434 home runs. Like, he was just much better of an offensive player, and he's not just a direct line in. I don't think that even if he was perfectly clean that he would be a Hall of Famer. What number cuts it offensively? Like, not one number.
Not one.
Cuts it. Not one. Like, not even the 3,000 hit mark. Not one. He's not a Hall of Famer.
Well, we're agreeing, but we're disagreeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think if he was just a model citizen, I don't know. I'm just a defensive. I love defense. Like,
he hit more than 7 home runs once in a season.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter to me. Like, I don't care about the power.
I know. I know, but that's nuts. Like, he didn't hit more than 7 home runs. He only hits more than 7 home runs once, like in 24 seasons.
Yeah. I don't know. But the thing is, if he rattled off like 4 seasons at 200 hits, I'd say, okay, yeah, boom, there we go.
But he didn't. Like,
But
he
he
never
didn't.
had 200 hits in a season. Did he? He hit over 300 once.
Yeah, like he is a career 272 hitter with a 336 OBP.
He hit it over an 800 OPS once. Come on. Where is it? He had over
With the
100
glove.
runs.
It's with the glove,
twice.
dude.
So that's it?
But
Like, I think Charles Simmons might be a Hall of Famer, though.
We're just literally yelling at a brick wall because we both
Yeah.
said no because of the
I know.
character issues. We could move on, but obviously we don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. It's because here's the thing. There's nobody that has ever played this game that was as good defensively and as bad offensively. It's a unique conversation with Omar Vizquel, right? No, you're laughing, but like,
no, but it's just funny. No, I know. It's funny. There's truth in comedy. That's why I'm laughing. Like, it's
100%.
It's correct, and that's why it's funny.
I think it's comedy and truth, right?
There's comedy and truth. There's truth in comedy. Yeah, there's comedy and truth. Yeah,
there's comedy and truth. Yeah, no,
there's truth. Well, there is truth in comedy. Technically,
yes, there is. No, I mean, like, Omar Vizquel is the worst of the best and the best of the worst. So he is I think he's more the worst of the best. He is the worst hitter of the best defensive players.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.